did you use for this book?
I've been a documentary journalist for many years in Denmark on the national Danish broadcast. And so I have for many years been researching some difficult stories and very complex stories, and at a time I thought, because I myself was brought up in an orphanage for abandoned children who were going to be adopted, and now I was so many years older and had done a lot of documentaries, and suddenly I thought I will make one about this orphanage. I will find this little group of children who were in the same room at exactly the same time before they were, within the same week, adopted and brought to different families in Denmark. And now I would find them 30, 40 years later and interview them and bring them together and see if somehow their stories were related. Maybe two of them knew each other. If I was very lucky, two of them maybe had been married, very lucky, without ever knowing that they had been in the same room just after they were born. And this couldn't be done because I couldn't find such a group. They had got new identities. Nobody was able to find 7 or 8 children. So when I decided to make a novel, because I had to invent these children, but then of course I used all my experience as a journalist in the research of this period, which is a famous and infamous period in the Danish history, because after the Second World War, so many Danish children was abandoned by their mothers or mothers and fathers and were adopted. In many years, in the 40s and the 50s, 5 small Danish children was adopted each day, abandoned just after they were born, put to an orphanage, and then got new families. So there was a lot of research to do, because this had in fact been shameful to the nation. So I had to dig like I was used to as a journalist. I think, in fact, I think that Spanish readers may have fun reading this book, because it reminds me of what I call Spanish-American writing, like Isabel Allende. This way that anything can happen in mysterious ways. The dead can be able to talk, and the living can. That is in itself a fascinating mystery, I think.